last episode.
Kill it now.
All right, sweet. Yeah, we've got the last episode of the semester at least. We'll see what happens next semester around.
If we're free, we're free. If we're not,
yeah,
we're not.
yeah. This has been fun.
Thanks to WXJM for the opportunity.
Yeah, shout out to WXJM. I hate it here. I hate this show. I hate everyone on it.
What's the name of the building?
Most of all, I despise my own self. My
I
name's
thought you were gonna say coworker.
Declan
That was a
Leach.
great TJ deprecating.
and
joke
I already
there.
did that one though.
When?
You kind of missed it. I said I hate it. I hate everyone in here.
Oh, okay. All right.
So let me rewind it for you.
You put the audio back.
The joke is that this is the new thing I've started doing is I like to explain my jokes.
Oh, that's good.
I've gotten into such a habit of it. There's like two people that think this joke is funny.
Okay.
And I do it to them all the time. What has happened is that I've gotten so comfortable with just doing that naturally whenever I say something like even remotely
In the realm of
humor
comedy.
adjacent.
Yeah.
That I've just done it around like anybody.
Okay.
And then people start to look at you odd because they like it. You know, I really lean into it, and it feels like you're actually explaining the joke to them,
Right.
which is a little demeaning.
We should do one where you tell a joke and I just start explaining it and you just look at me and go
Like I don't know what my joke is then. Yeah,
And you
okay.
go, oh.
Okay. Let me try one out.
Okay.
I hate radio. These are air quotations.
Okay.
I hate doing radio show.
Okay. So
I'm lying.
okay, I get it. So the joke is that you're doing a radio show right now.
Got it.
And you are having fun because I can see the little smile on your face. And you said you were lying, which means it's that fake comment.
Yeah, that's cool.
Good joke, me.
It's a good thing I keep you around.
Yep. What would you do? I'm the Chewy to your.
You are kind of
You think
like
so?
big. That's a lot, man.
I think I'm more. What sidekick would I self-categorize as?
I really do think, weirdly, and I don't want to look here.
Okay,
I feel like it's very self-congratulatory to label myself as Han Solo.
Okay.
Right.
Fair.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. He's
That's
a cool
lot
guy.
to put on yourself. But I think the dynamic is there.
You think so?
I think kind of.
I feel like it's a better example.
I think there is too, but I think that since it was in conversation, I think it works.
Yeah, it works for sure.
But like,
What do you think, like Skipper Gilligan?
yeah, who's this straight man out of them?
Skipper.
Yeah,
Gilligan's like.
right. That kind of works. Yeah. The thing is, in comedic duos, you fit the goofball mold quite like a glove, I might say.
Yeah.
Like quite, you really just kind of slip and slide, all lubricated right inside of that mold.
Yep.
Just real greased up. You can just get inside of that role.
Okay.
The straight man half of most comedic duos, I don't think I'm like depressed enough for, like serious enough all the time. You know what I'm saying though, right?
Tobias, narrator.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I think that's a good one.
Oh, dude, I need to get back to that show.
Right. It's time to. It's
There
the time
is-
of the year I rewatch it.
There is no. Look, I say this about like half the characters in that show.
Yeah.
But there is no character that makes me laugh harder, genuinely, than David Cross as Tobias Finke.
He's so good.
He's so.
It's such a good show.
But him and Will Arnett as Job are two of the just funniest things that have ever been.
Michael.
Oh man, that have ever been put on a screen. Chicken Dance is so good.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got to be on there, and I want to see the creative process of Chicken Dance.
Yeah. I wonder.
I want to know.
I wonder if it was improvised on the spot.
Yeah.
I want to see like the alternate takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The secret chicken dances that got left on the cutting room floor. Oh man.
I heard some great NPC dialogue getting my salad.
Great. Yeah. Dude,
So,
dining. Oh my gosh. I was talking to another. I know I just cut you off, but like I was talking to another friend about this. Just like walking into, like it really does feel like NPC like video game interactions, and maybe that's just a sign of being like terminally online and like
right,
being like, oh man, I don't know all the facts of this conversation. This is just like a video game. But like just walking into something and there being like just some wild snippet of no context. Yeah. What was your phrase?
So here's it. So I got the door held open for me.
Okay.
By this girl, I walk in. This girl's walking with her friend.
Yeah.
We're like both going to the same place, so we're not walking together, obviously, but like we're in the same shot.
Sure.
So they're not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. They're not saying anything to each other. Silence. We're all just walking. Her friend just turns to her friend. She's like, "Do you know the Muffin Man?" And her friend goes, "Nope." And she goes, "Okay." And then they're back to silence.
It sounds like us.
Right? Do you know?
Oh man. Like trying to do a joke, I'm guessing. Like trying to make that one land.
I don't know.
Maybe
I guess,
not.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
she might have
not.
been curious, but that must have been what it was.
Maybe that was one of those things where she like had heard the kind of Muffin Man song and was like, "Is this a thing I should know about?"
Do you know?
And was kind of asking around to different friends.
Muffin Man, the song, not the person.
Right,
Okay.
but like asking around, trying to be like, "Is this a thing that people are aware of?" She's just kind of testing the waters.
Yeah.
I think that would be a really good scenario.
That is a good one.
And then just like trying to play it off like it's like, "Oh, cool, yeah." I haven't heard of them either. It's
Yeah. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is, and anyone who's telling you otherwise is lying to you. I think we should do a live audience.
You think so? For next semester, always?
Yeah.
Okay, who would we get?
Actors.
You think?
So there's two things we could do. Thing number one is paid actor.
Uh-huh.
Come on over here for a second. Just no, there's fine. Just pretend like you are walking.
The chair's stuck now.
So we're not really gonna pay them.
Okay.
But we're gonna tell them when to laugh.
Okay.
With kind of those big prompts that show up on the television screen, like a sitcom. How'd you pull that up so fast? Wait, see what other one? Hang on, let's do a quick ranking of laugh tracks. Cause you know those ones where like there'll be like one dude who's like really prominent in the mix.
I feel like that's what it is on the Good Luck Charlie laugh.
Yeah, no, I was literally thinking of Good Luck Charlie.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but find another one if you can.
The top comment is, fun fact, most of the people you're hearing on this clip are dead.
Is that like a real old one?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Um,
Pull up another one for me. There's got to be just like a big old playlist of these. I feel like we're gonna go to jail for that one.
this one's an ad. It's a Cheez-It Puffer ad.
Oh,
This isn't even a laugh track. This is a video called Inappropriate Laugh Track.
dude, I don't think you can put that on the airwaves.
You don't think so?
I doubt it.
That's like all the 1 hour of silence randomly interrupted by the Taco Bell noise. Here we go.
So here's what we could do is and this would, I feel like this has got to be like a crime of some sort, but just kind of like set up in public and have like a speaker playing laugh tracks.
Okay.
Which is kind of just like insane behavior. Mm-hmm. The other thing you could do with if we did a live audience is genuine reactions, which would be nothing. Yeah. But I think that would be really good because it'd be like it'd have very kind of like attempt at cool professor making jokes and just get.
Here's the reaction we get from our fans is a strong word. Friends might even be a strong word.
Enemies,
probably. So I'm thinking Daniel, Devin, SK, Lydia are the four that immediately come to mind when we're doing our banter.
Yeah.
It's like...
you mean like in real life?
In real life, yeah. We'll be doing our thing, and the reaction we'll get is them like trying to hide a laugh. Like they're like, I don't want to laugh. I don't want to be seen laughing at this.
I don't want to be associated with enjoying the presence of these people.
So I think if we got some document that said we will never tell anyone you were a member of the
yeah.
we'd have a better chance.
It's like a reverse NDA. Like
we'll
sign an
yeah.
Imagine doing a comedy show and you being like, look guys, I'm not gonna tell anyone you're here. It's cool. Or it's just like really self-pity.
Right.
It's like, I know I'm not funny, guys.
Right.
I won't tell anybody.
Just laugh at the 3-minute 47-second mark.
Please laugh.
We'll be fine.
Just a Jeb Bush clip. Please clap. So there's some ideas for the future.
Mm-hmm.
For
I
us.
think if we're doing it next semester, I'm gonna invest in a soundboard. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. I feel like we could have fun
Yeah.
with it. I feel like it'd be awesome.
I think the show would devolve really quickly.
Yeah, we'd have to have a limit on it.
Yeah.
You'd have to take it away after the first button I push. We'd have to figure out, like, is there a rule on what we're, like let's say can I put the Taco Bell bell?
That
on
is,
there?
I was just thinking that,
Yeah.
because you said funny 1 hour video
Yeah.
randomly interrupted by Taco Bell sound, which sounds like the funniest thing in the world.
Like, you guys mind if I put on some white noise try to go to sleep? Ka-dong!
Oh man, dude, there was one time we were, speaking of white noise, me and my buddies from high school were coming back home from a trip to Vermont over spring break. For slight context, we were at a resort. SkiCon.
SkiCon
2016. Ski resort up in Vermont, because my friend's dad is like the hospitality manager of Massanutten.
Okay, cool.
So he's got like, I don't know, probably like a ski
Discount.
guy group chat or
Oh.
something, and he like knows all those guys.
I love that ski guy.
I don't know.
Screams like 35-year-old.
How's the gnar?
How's the fake snow coming, Jerry?
Shredding.
Shredding.
It's shredding. The gnar is shredding, and
I hit a 180.
Yeah. So what had happened was we were coming back and we were sleeping in a hotel, and my friend Forrest, who you know,
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna go ahead and put on, it was not white noise, it was like a guided meditation,
Okay.
and he had it on for like 5 minutes, and oh my gosh, my buddy Leaf is just like, he's just kind of incensed at the idea of it.
Okay.
Because it is this talking, right?
Yeah.
Like, it is this, another human communicating,
Mhm.
and he's just kind of like sitting there like in bed. He goes, I will not sleep to this. And then after that point, it had promptly been turned off.
Yeah.
But it was just
Yeah.
a funnily extreme reaction to
I will not
meditation.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dang.
Good for your friend for being like. I would have just like.
Sure, yeah,
I would
yeah.
have just gone the whole night
Right,
without falling asleep.
right.
Yeah.
I would have just not. No, I think I would have said something. But
I definitely
I've
would've.
known Forrest my whole life,
Yeah.
so I can like tell him to shut up if
I
I
told you this
want
stuff with
to.
my roommate, right? Like playing
Right.
Clash of Clans without headphones on.
Right.
It took me so long to be like, hey, maybe
Hey,
like
bud.
at least just don't use the hog rider, please.
Hog rider.
So
Hey.
that actually woke me up some nights.
Yeah,
Just,
that's-
hog rider.
Hey, bud. You know the game you're playing on there, and you know how it is the game of middle school, the national game of middle school,
National game of middle
and you were playing it out loud. Just go ahead and check the clock for me,
Mm-hmm.
real quick. Just take a look at that. That's a 3-digit number.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 3-digit
That's not
number.
good.
That's
if
not.
If you're sleeping on a
that's
3-digit
not-
number, it's either a Sunday or a
If you're
school
playing
day.
Classic Lands on a 3-digit number, you need to reevaluate your whole deal. Your whole deal.
Funny story about
Sure.
It was when we were in Canada. Do you remember who went? I don't want to say
Yes.
it. Okay, so it was girl and guy dating. So
Yes.
girl was
Correct.
on the phone with her mom and dad, just like talking to him.
Okay.
Guy was sitting next to her, just playing Clash
Yes.
Royale. And
Yes!
and I was sitting on the other side, and he was just like showing me like over like while she was FaceTime, like showing me him winning. It was so
This is
good.
an adult human being, like a good non-zero number of years older than we are, and
It was
he was just rocking out to some
was
Clash
just so-
Royale.
It was like
That's so funny.
It's like, dude, talk to her
It's
mom
like a
or
very
something.
serious phone call.
Yeah, they were discussing like credit card.
Hey, babe, do you want to talk to my mom? It's just like iPad baby, just like stands
Yeah,
up, like
juice box.
like really, really close to the screen.
Right. Hello, Mrs. Smith.
Hi. Do you want to see my game? I was doing really good. Hot rider. That's awesome.
Look, I took some screenshots from the past week. You can swipe there. It's
You
all
can go ahead and no, not that far.
No,
Okay, I'm gonna take
not
my
that direction.
I'm gonna take my telephone back from you. Oh man, still one of the funniest things that has ever happened in our interactions was when you showed me that email, and it had all those names of those country artists.
Yeah.
And you handed the physical phone to me, and I did this joke last week, but I just have to revisit it.
It's
because
so good. It's
good.
worthy.
And I took the physics. So this is an email from TJ's girlfriend, which is already just a weird feeling to be. Already feels very private. I feel like an email.
Like an email,
between
right.
significant others feels very professional. I don't know. But I take the physical phone. And there's that moment where you can feel a little bit of like hesitation when you like take someone's phone when they've been showing it to you, but they don't say anything.
Right.
They're just kind of like and I'm holding it and I'm like looking at all these country artists and I think my finger like kind of goes to scroll, and there's just this the closest to abject terror as I have ever seen on your face. Which is still a really like big smile on your face, but you just have kind of these flat eyes of panic.
Yeah.
And you go, don't scroll, don't scroll too far. And I'm like, what is it? And TJ goes, she kind of flirts. She kind of flirts a little bit.
And it's just like, bye, see you tomorrow.
Yeah. It's very. I didn't even see the end of the message because I felt so bad that I didn't want to intrude anymore. But you go, well, she flirts a little bit.
Only in private emails.
In our email message. This is only on my burner email.
Oh god.
Not tjdavies@yahoo.com.
Not that one.
That's your burner address.
That's my burner address.
Wow, that's great. I'm gonna take some wisdom of the crowd here.
Okay.
Because we got a lot of questions and stuff in at the Instagram. Did you see?
Oh, I didn't check.
There's a whole bunch of them. I'm gonna go through them.
I still have the laugh track pulled up. I'll save that for later.
Yeah. No, do keep that on the back burner.
Get that out. Get that finger ready.
Let's see. All right, let's start with this one. If you, TJ, this is for TJ Davies.
Let's go.
Well, it's for both of us.
Okay.
But you are there, and I'm asking.
Dude, I like the hat.
Thanks. Yeah. Shout out to my cowboy hat I just got.
We
What's
did
up?
get a lot of views.
Yeah, right?
Not views.
If you had to live the life of one SpongeBob character, who would it be and why? And I'm thinking like ideal life, like if you could. I think SpongeBob. I think he's got kind of this kind of like archetypal jester's privilege kind of thing going on where he can kind of just do anything. You think SpongeBob is real smart secretly?
I almost made this political.
Please do.
Yeah.
I have no idea how you could. Please do it now.
That you say that, it just reminded me of how like when Trump was running for presidency, like the left split in half, and half of them were like he's so dumb, and the other half was like he's a genius and knows everything he's doing. Yeah. Maybe that's what SpongeBob's going on.
Sure.
Going on.
So SpongeBob kind of like Donald Trump.
I think so.
A little similar.
I think so. He's our president.
SpongeBob. Do not ever do that again. I think you are SpongeBob.
There are 3 things I know from SpongeBob. There's
What's that?
Laugh, there's chocolate,
That's
and
a
then
good
there's
one. That's a good one.
The Health Inspector episode. Because I wanted to watch it. My dad previewed it for me. We watched the Health Inspector where they like, murder the man and then he's not dead and then they bury him alive.
What?
So they're making.
I have not seen this episode of SpongeBob.
They're making the Krabby Patty for him or something, and I forget exactly why they make it the worst Krabby Patty of all time. But it's something like,
I'm guessing not on purpose, right?
I don't remember. All I remember is that at some point it ended up in the toilet, and at some point it had it was like toxic fume on the Krabby Patty. So Health Inspector comes, eats it, like passes out.
Sure.
And they think he's dead, so they go to bury him. And he wakes up and he's like, what? And then they like shovel something and it falls on his head, knocks him out, and then like bury him alive.
Nice.
And my dad was like, yeah, I don't think this is a Davies family show.
Nice. That's funny. What SpongeBob character would you be then?
I don't know. They all kind of suck. I don't want to be any.
Yeah. That's fair. I do think SpongeBob is a safe choice though.
I feel like I relate to either him or Patrick the most.
Yeah.
Like, I'm definitely not a Sandy. I'm definitely not a Plankton. I'm definitely not a Mr. Krabs. I'm definitely not a...
Yeah.
What's his name? Barnacle Boy?
Well, Barnacle... Yeah, those are one. There's...
Okay, not him.
What are they?
I'm not a Mrs. Puff.
Right.
I'm not a shark who's the son of Mr. Krabs? Daughter of Mr. Krabs?
I don't know. Daughter. Whale.
Okay. Whale.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with SpongeBob and or Patrice.
Who?
Patrick.
Oh, okay.
This one's more of a request, really. Spell some words, champ.
SOME space WORDS space CHAMP.
Give me a word to spell. I can do it.
Okay.
Give me a hard
Ichthyosaur.
All right.
Wait.
Yeah, pull it up.
Wait.
I think I can do this.
Ichthyosaur.
Hey Google.
Gotcha.
What is? All right, here we go.
Do you want the definition?
No, I know what it is. It's a dinosaur, right? Like a fish one.
A large extinct marine reptile.
I said a fish one.
Okay.
I know my dinosaurs, and I know how to spell them too. Watch this.
Oh yeah. Wrong. Kidding.
Boo! Laugh track. ICH THYOSAUR. Ichthyosaur.
Close.
Really?
SAU. Oh no, you're right.
SAUR, right?
Yeah.
Spell back.
Ichthyosauria came back.
Oh, but ichthyosaur is correct.
Yeah. ICHTHYOSAUR. Ichthyosaur.
Great. You know I went to the National Spelling Bee.
You did? I don't believe you.
Really?
I bet you made it to. you might have gotten to be the representative from your class to make it to the assembly.
I really did go to the National Spelling Bee. That is a true fact about me.
Like the national I can look. Is this on?
You can do a Google search of my name and find an image of me on ESPN. I think.
What's your middle
You
name?
used to be able to. Let's see. I think it would just be Declan Leach. You know my last name, right?
LEACH or LEECH?
LEACH. Let me see.
PPC marketing executive, not that one.
Let's see. Here's some stuff from. Oh, maybe not. Yep. There I am.
What?
Yeah.
What did you get out on?
I didn't, because you take a test before.
Oh.
And if you get both your words, then from there the final rounds are decided by your test score.
Okay.
There's a written test before.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say I didn't. I won the whole thing, and I was like, now I know you're lying.
No,
because
I did
would
not
have
win.
heard that from somewhere.
I did not win.
Well, that's cool. Cool. Beans.
Yeah.
I made it out of my class once.
Nice.
Never
For
again.
like regionals.
No.
Or like whatever the next thing is.
Like out of my classroom into.
Oh.
Let's put all the kids in front of everyone at lunch and
Yeah.
do it again. My dad got to MC it for the elementary school.
Yeah.
So he would come in and he'd be like, spell tsunami. T S, and then they just go. I don't know how to spell tsunami.
Oh, okay.
Some fifth grader.
I thought you were going to get it like
Nope.
funnily wrong and I would get to yell because...
TSUNAMI.
That is correct.
Yeah! Is it really?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so good. I
Um,
should run for president.
favorite truck?
No real funny answer for this.
Fire?
4-wheel drive. Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yours or mine?
Mine. Worst. Here's actually an interesting one. I'll have to I should have looked at this before. Worst Oscar Best Picture winning movie.
I don't know my Oscars that well. I'm looking at this.
Yeah, let me look up Best Picture winners because there's probably some goofy, silly ones, and I've probably not seen any of them.
Did that weird fish movie get it?
Which one?
The one where the girl fell in love with the fish?
Maybe.
Or the monster?
It got some awards. I don't know if it got Best Picture. Winners and
Every
nominees.
Oscar Best Picture.
Here we go. Let's start with the most recent one, which would be. Last year Best Picture was Coda. Have not seen it.
I've not seen it.
Nomadland was the previous year.
I've not seen it.
Parasite.
Amazing film.
Saw that. Real good. Green Book
I've not
was the
seen
previous year. Shape of Water was the year before
it.
that,
Okay,
which
that's
is
my
the
pick
fish
so
one.
far.
Pick for bad pick.
Weirdest.
Okay.
Yeah,
Have you seen it?
No, but concept.
Gotcha.
I need to judge
Yeah.
before watching it.
Yeah, that's always a good thing to do. I tend to do the same. Moonlight, year before that.
Moon Knight?
Moonlight.
Oh, man.
Goodness. Spotlight, the year before that.
I see a theme.
Birdman the year before that.
Oh, no, that's my pick. Terrible film.
Really?
It sucks.
Haven't seen it.
Okay, you would like it. So, okay, now here's the premise.
That is kind of, it does seem to be, we have a lot different taste than I thought we did in movies.
Yeah.
The more I get to know you.
Let me explain the concept. And
No, I'm pretty familiar, like, with the whole deal.
Okay, yeah, like, guy was a superhero actor.
Yeah.
No, he's not. So my gripe with it is it's pandered so heavily to movie critics.
Sure.
Because the whole thing is just like...
It feels like Oscar bait.
Why do Marvel movies do so good always?
Sure.
And, right? Yeah, so...
Sure. I get that.
And it's also shot weird in that you're not sure if this guy has superpowers or is just insane.
Right.
I was very confused. Also, I'm not the biggest Ed Norton fan, which I've learned is like a hot take. I've only seen him in Birdman and The Incredible Hulk, and neither of those films I thought were very good.
Okay.
So that's my pick.
So in short, sounds like something that I would greatly enjoy.
Yeah, probably.
Because you don't like ambiguity.
Explain.
What
does that mean? Is it ambiguous?
Well, you know what ambiguous means, right? Like
Wait. This is for the last thing I said.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool.
We're back.
I like the cutoff. Shh, no! Stop it. It's time for the next joke. It's time for the next joke. Like, not knowing how it ends is one example. Or like it being like an open-ended sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I like cliffhangers, but I don't like... Is he in a dream or is he awake?
Right. You're not about that.
Does the guy have superpowers? Stuff like that.
Right. I got you. Okay. Let me go back a couple more years and just see.
Yeah.
I'm glad you took offense at one of them, though. 12 Years a Slave, the year prior.
Oh, such a good movie.
Haven't seen it. I haven't seen, like, probably all these.
It's on my must-watch list.
Okay. Argo, year before that.
Nope.
Really good.
What's it about?
Really cool. True story about the U.S. Embassy in Iran, I think, gets attacked, and there's some people held hostage there.
This isn't the Olympic thing, is it?
No. Oh. We want to get them out of the country. The madcap scheme that is cooked up to do so is we're going to shoot a fake sci-fi movie.
Okay.
And we're going to pretend like these people are actors. And we're going to gradually use that to get them out of the country.
Interesting.
And it works.
So they're trying to get the people in the embassy out of the embassy.
Yeah.
So they go in as like a fake film.
Or, no, people are already out of the embassy. It's, so the embassy has been taken hostage. There are hostages inside. There are like 12 workers who escaped the embassy when it was first attacked.
Okay.
But the Iranian government is out looking for them.
So the 12 workers that escaped are the ones getting snuck out from the film. That's cool.
Yeah.
That kind of vaguely has the same energy as A Sound of Music when they do the music play.
They're
like, goodbye, goodbye. And then it's like part of the show, but they're like fleeing.
It's a great movie. The Artist, year before that.
Nope.
King's Speech, year before that.
Heard good things, but I haven't.
You would like that.
You think so?
Really good. The Hurt Locker, year before that. Slumdog Millionaire.
I thought that was a song.
No Country for Old Men, year before that.
I like that one.
I like that one too.
I don't think it's as good as...
I'm interested that you like that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty ambiguous one. In terms of how it ends.
Remind me how it ends? Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers for this. Jeez. Like 15-year-old movie almost. Nice. Just sounded like a cry for Tommy Lee Jones's character, who's been narrating the whole time, he's the older police officer, is explaining the dream that he had to his wife at the end.
Oh, it's like, was the whole thing a dream?
No, not like that. But that's the way that movie ends. With that like monologue.
I there's so many good moments in it. Like
it's great.
The how he flip a coin thing.
Yeah,
sure. I love Josh Brolin in it.
Yeah, I love Josh Brolin in basically anything.
Yeah,
cool. I'm glad we found one that you hate. Would you rather eat only Taco Bell for the rest of your life, or burp in the middle of every sentence?
Is it a mega burp or just a burp? Because sometimes you can be like, I'm
gonna say probably that, but also it could be variable. Like you just never know.
I would rather have the burping condition.
I would too. I don't want to eat Taco Bell for the rest of my life.
Like the health problems required from that.
Sure. The other thing is just like a minor speech impediment. Like,
yeah.
I could live with that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think so.
Easy. I like this one. What name do you think you guys would have if you didn't have the names TJ and Declan? You tell me what mine would be, and I'll do yours. This is very intimate right now.
I can see Michael.
Okay.
Or Matthew. Something with a name.
I don't like Matthew.
The intern?
No, just the name.
No, okay.
For me.
Okay.
TJ really works for you, man.
I think so.
I think so too.
What about Tommy?
Well, that kind of is your name.
Is your name?
Yeah, I think Tommy's good. Idiot. Stupid moron.
That's what they call me.
That's what they say. I wish they wouldn't.
Just people I care about, though.
Yeah, Tommy works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to... Toby works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. You got a pretty good name for you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Totally jumpy.
I
made him smile.
It's the first time in years. It feels so odd. Tubular junction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, TJ works for you.
Trombone
We'll go with Toby for number 2. If an animal could have the same intelligence as us,
that's a good question. Oh, that's from Charlie?
what is the weakest animal that could rule us? In other words, the lowest common denominator
bound,
that could take us over. Weakest animal?
So anything stronger than a monkey, you've gone too far.
Yeah, I think so, because that's my first thought too.
Right. I bet elk could take us over.
Okay. That's stronger than a monkey. Are you kidding me?
What?
Yes.
Monkeys
Elk
wide.
elk are huge.
Fine. Mountain lion. Get
So much stronger, too. I was going to say pigs. That was going to be my first one.
What about, like, bacteria?
Right. Oh,
Animal
yeah.
for
I feel
sure?
like that's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Or, like...
Because they could just, like kill us all.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would rule.
Sure. I think... Yeah, conquer, I think, is perhaps a more appropriate term. Yeah, bacteria seems pretty...
Rats? You think rats could take us over?
I do.
Yeah.
I think in terms of just mass, I think they've got a pretty good hand on us.
Anything with thumbs and numbers.
Thumbs and numbers.
That's the name of our show next
That is
semester.
that's all you need, right? That's what my dad always told me.
Yeah.
Thumbs and things to count with.
Yep.
Yeah, probably bacteria, I feel like would be normal. If you were a pizza topping, what would you be? We'll do each other's again.
Okay.
Anchovies, probably. Jeez.
You could be a pepperoni.
Yeah, I was gonna say pepperoni for you too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Too bad I said it first.
Yeah, you could be a prosciutto, like a big old salami.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a big boy.
Yeah.
Big slime.
Are you a toppings under cheese or a topping over cheese kind of?
I'll do either. I've got no particular preference.
I like the
That's how
surprise.
Chanella's does theirs.
Yeah.
It's toppings under, which is not a topping, but
I love ham. That's a good point. It's not really a topping.
was that sort of like a pizza topping related thing, or
it's
more of a
pizza topping.
comment?
It's like ham on pizza topping.
I wasn't sure. Is the Earth's core hollow? What's in it?
No, I don't think it can scientifically be hollow because the gravity would
How about the
suck
crust of the Earth? You a hollow Earth theorist?
No, because that
Real thing, by the way. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah, I've got a friend.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we watched King Kong versus Godzilla together, and that's Hollow Earth. And see, it does.
Wow. That's
awesome. Yeah. I do not see how it could possibly work.
Right.
Because it would just suck in and it wouldn't be hollow anymore.
Everything about geology tells you otherwise.
Yeah.
But it totally rules. It's so cool.
Like if you could take a straw and go down to the outer core, which is all liquid, and just suck it all up.
You would feel kind of ill afterwards, I think.
You think like if you're drinking
you feel kind of bad about it.
But if I can eat an airplane.
Oh, I broke my diet.
Sorry, Doc. I went over my caloric limit today.
Holy cow, what did you drink? I drank
why is the ground shaking?
I drank the entire liquid mantle of the earth. Hollow Earth is so cool though.
Yeah, as a concept.
Like the lore of it is awesome.
Yeah.
And like especially when like people get like aliens involved in it too. It totally rules.
I heard one on like a religious side talking about a ring of water around the earth. Not sure exactly how that fits into anything else, but that's another thing where I was like
right now?
No, like back in early.
Yeah.
That's
pretty wild as well. Excuse me. Yeah.
That's when he shows over Taco Bell.
It'd be so cool though if you go down there and it's Journey to the Center of the Earth. That'd be so much fun.
I wonder what like the travel implications would be. If you could go down where the diameter was less.
The thing with Journey to the Center of the Earth is literally like the Earth's core is hollow. Like that's the whole deal. But I think Hollow Earth theory. What are you looking for?
The marker.
I'm not sure. I think Hollow Earth theory, generally speaking, is more like the outer and inner crusts are kind of where the beings live and such.
Okay. Do you think it's feasible if it were hollow? So I want to go to the opposite side of the globe. I could either travel around big circumference, or I could go in, travel around smaller groups. So I'm going to check and then come out.
Like, could we do that now, are you saying?
No. Like, if the Earth was hollow.
Could you do it then? Yeah, definitely.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Until the entire thing collapsed because of the gravity well. Rather than that.
Could you have a planet be, like, kind of hollow on the inside, or have, like, a good, like, depth of structures, like, beneath it?
I think anytime there is an object big enough to... Okay, everything has a gravitational pull. It's just very minuscule. Anytime you have something with a large enough gravitational pull, the gravitational pull is going to be at the center of that object.
Yeah. And
then everything will be pulled towards it. So I do not think there could be a naturally forming thing.
Well, I'm saying, could you build under fairly extensively, like into the core, not the core of, but into the crust of a planet, were the like consistency of that material adequate for building like inside of, and not just like all your stuff be crushed?
Yeah, like the closer you get to the center, the harder it is to mine because things get more dense.
Right.
Also, the pressure is going to be more, but you can go a couple 1,000 feet down.
Yeah.
Right? Even a couple.
I just want an underground city, dude.
Dude, talk to Elon.
He's so cool.
He's working on that underground tunnel thing. And it's
coming. I like
coming.
what you said last time. You said underground tubes that shoot you. I said, where? Just out. You are the winner of my new raffle. Spin the globe to choose your location.
Do you think we'll ever have a theme park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do, which makes me upset.
I would go.
You know what I was thinking about earlier? Is your interview for the government thing?
Yeah.
And he's talking about like nuclear bombs and stuff. What if I'm just imagining like you get in there and it's like you know in the Matrix you've got Agent Smith and he's got the sunglasses on and there's like a bunch of them and they all look the same. I'm imagining like those are your interviewers and it's all just like very serious. But then they just ask like,
do you know the Muffin Man?
Yeah, or like they're like, favorite color?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I say something, they all pull out a clipboard and write down.
Mr. Anderson, what is your favorite color?
How about I give you the finger and you give me my phone call?
Oh man. Or just like super regular interview questions.
Yes.
Like,
if you were a car.
Right. If you were a car,
how many wheels?
How fast would you be?
I would be fast enough to serve the U.S. government, sir. The U.S. government moves slow.
Write that down.
Big dumb idiot gives teacher answer. Teacher's pet.
Oh man. I was trying to think of more of those, like, what questions would just like really throw you off and be like, wait, is this the biggest prank that has ever been played on me?
So here's what I'm worried about. My concern with the job. A decent chunk of the people at that branch are all former students of my dad.
Really?
Yeah, and so like my dad, there's like an email. I don't know how big the branch is, like 60 people big, and at least 6 of them, so at least a tenth of the people are former students of my father.
Yeah.
And I'm excited / maybe nervous for them all to walk up and be like, "So how's Steven doing?" You know?
Yeah. They definitely will.
I'll have to get my answers ready.
Yeah.
And how do I be cool in front of them?
Right. You
I'm a
cannot.
professor's kid. And what happens if my dad's like bring them over for dinner?
Yeah.
And what if they want to play Smash?
Right.
I can beat them.
I think you could too.
I'm gonna start like, because I've heard that they play some video games in the
Yeah.
branch, so I feel like I'd have to like get back in video game shape.
Sure,
You know,
sure.
warm up before I get there, and
Get those thumbs ready, man.
yeah, gotta get ready to.
What do you think they play?
I mean, they're computer scientists, so it
Yeah.
can't be anything that would be considered mainstream.
Sure.
So it's got to be Smash Brothers. It's got to be.
That's mainstream. What?
Well. When I not like. None of them are playing. I guess maybe proper is a better word. Like
Okay.
none of them are playing GTA.
Okay.
None of them are playing God of War.
You think they're Souls players? That was my first thought, but I feel like that's just like what everyone's playing now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I definitely, if they're not playing Smash Brothers, I would be surprised because that's a big call to the CS community.
Yeah. Community really comes together. There.
Yeah, really, they just come together to.
Boy, it is stinky.
Where's
in here.
Waluigi?
Oh man. You should hand out bars of soap.
Yeah, that would really get me in good graces
That would
with
be
the
so
team.
funny.
Hey guys, I came into work the other day and or it's coming with like a helmet, but it just has an air freshener strapped to it.
Oh
just
man.
push a button. Someone's like, "Hey TJ, I was wondering when you could."
You just like Febreze somebody when they come up to you. Oh man.
Wait, can you hold on there?
Wow, stay back, bud. Hey, this is good right here. This 10 feet distance is awesome.
You know, masks aren't required. Why do you have 5 of them on?
Oh man.
Pulls mask.
Take this toothbrush, champ. Yeah, awesome. Let me see. I thought I had a.
Look at the top comment for the laugh track.
What's that? This one just says, so he turns himself into a pickle. Oh man, what a good running joke. Are you a Rick and Morty guy?
It's too vulgar for me. I watched.
I don't really get why people think it's not that funny to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like it's very meta, I think, and that's the appeal of it. I think to people is just like, oh, this is like intellectual, dude. This is like a joke about what cartoons are now.
Being well read and
fun. No, you're just really annoying.
I saw two episodes. Episode 1.
I've never seen the full episode, so I can't say.
Oh,
yeah.
The first episode, they fake their death by falling into a liquid vat of acid, but they have to wait till the workers' shift ends before they can leave the vat of fake acid.
Okay.
So they're just in there, and they've got like a bunch of bones, and every time someone drops something, they just like hold they make a bone float to the earth.
It's kind of funny.
And the other episode I saw was just like one of the saddest things. It was like they gave like, okay, so who's the scientist?
Rick. Right?
Okay, Rick gave Morty. Yeah, because he always says, yeah. So Rick gave Morty like a time travel device, but the catch is, you set a point in time, like a waypoint, and then you click the button again to go back to that point.
Okay.
So he sets the point in time before he asks this girl out. And it just go like the episode is just like 20 minutes of them falling in love and getting married.
Yeah.
And then they get married. They're going on their honeymoon. The plane crashes in the Arctic, and they're all sad. And they're like, she's like, I've got to, like, they have to figure out if they're gonna like cannibalize. What's gonna happen with all that?
Yeah.
And so then he's like, I'm so sad. Like, I'm gonna lose my wife. And the wife like takes the back in time remote and like makes him push it. So he goes back in time, and then he's like, he like the wife like walks into the coffee shop where he originally asked her out, and he goes in. He's like, "Oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe all this stuff." And she freaks out and sprays him with pepper spray. He falls backwards and sets the waypoint again.
Oh, no.
And so then every time he pushes it, he goes back to getting pepper
gosh.
sprayed in the face. And I was so sad. I was like, "This is awful."
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
But
Yeah, I don't get the appeal of it. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
But I haven't really given the real college try.
Apparently, it's supposed to be all over.
What?
I don't know.
All over what?
Some
Who?
movie, Marvel maybe coming out soon.
What?
Isn't the new director? There's some. What the heck?
What are you talking
I'm
about?
blanking.
What
Why
are you-
is that light red, by the way?
Which one? Oh, I don't know. It's probably radioactive.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, probably in
Darth
there.
Vader.
Probably in there.
Oh,
What are you saying?
Huh?
Huh?
There's some director making some movie, maybe Marvel, maybe not. And
Rick and Morty crossover?
well, it was. I'm gonna text Chris. Chris knows.
Yeah.
We'll come back to this bit if he responds in time.
Okay.
Is it Stranger Things? No.
What's the thing that's being made? That's what I don't know.
Cameos. Oh, I can't spell. Okay, so it was like someone's making a movie, and the director keeps like on his Instagram posting pictures of, like Rick and Morty toys, and is like, can't wait for you guys to see the cameo, like the stuff that's gonna happen in my next movie. I forget. Once Chris tells me the name of the movie, I'll be back. But until then, I'm front.
Nice.
Thanks.
Also, that reminded me. Are you a Stranger Things enjoyer?
Oh yeah.
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 Did we talk about
I don't think so.
the new season coming out?
Mhm.
You seen the
Mhm.
newest trailer?
Mhm.
What you thinking?
It's gonna be good.
Yeah. We might. You know, I think we texted about it.
Yeah.
when I
think so.
saw it.
I think so.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And let me say that, you know, season 3 ends, and finding out they're doing more, I was unsure.
Yeah. Does it make you happier to know it's all been planned since the beginning?
I believe that,
Oh, yeah.
and seeing the newest like footage that they put out,
Yeah,
I definitely think it's working towards something. But also, I just forgot how much I loved that show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so many imitators that just do not come close to what that thing is able to
It
accomplish.
really just screams like modern day Stephen King to me. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but what I'm saying is so many people have tried to keep doing that sort of thing, but I think they really missed the point.
Okay. Yeah.
What, almost 3 years? I feel like since the last series.
Yeah. Let me think about that, because
I was just gonna say, it feels very worth the wait from what they have been putting out.
last one was released our junior year of high school, 4th of July.
Yes, which is just about 3 years ago.
Wow.
Right.
I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember I was like watching that
Mhm.
on vacation at the beach like a good amount of time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, in Maine, which is 2019,
Mm-hmm.
which was 3 years ago.
Yeah. I remember thinking, so I saw something that was like calculating runtime and number of episodes and stuff. Apparently, each episode is supposed to be like feature length almost, like over an hour.
Awesome.
And it's the penultimate season, so next season's the last
Right.
one. And they're releasing it in 2 parts.
Yeah.
When does the first part come out? Is it the 6th?
Soon.
Yeah.
Very
It's
soon.
like,
Oh man.
I think it's the 6th of May.
No way.
Let me double check.
Dude, I have to get Netflix again.
that. Right.
I do not have Netflix.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's very soon.
Nope, May 27th.
Okay.
Still
I thought
soon.
it wasn't that soon. Okay.
That's the first set, and then July 1st is the second.
Oh wow.
episode.
So pretty together. Yeah. Any thoughts? Any machinations working in your mind?
I love season 1 and first half of season 2, or maybe all of season 2 are like aliens or like other world.
Right.
What's happening? Season 3 is like the Russians. It's
Right,
like,
yeah.
They're behind it and
Yeah.
like all this stuff.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much.
The Cold War element is really cool.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's great because it's like if there really was an upside down,
Sure.
what would we do with it? We would use it.
Yeah, we would use it against the Russians.
Yeah,
This is the 80s.
Exactly.
We want to beat them to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
I
so
love
on
it.
the nose. That's
Mhm.
exactly what would happen.
And I'm so excited to see where it goes because we saw last episode was like last season ends. Correct me if I'm wrong. Last season ends with what's his name? The cop.
Hopper.
Hopper like faked out. He, like, the reactor explodes that's controlling the portal and stuff, and then he wakes up, and there's like a Dimmadog, and they're like trying to figure out who to feed to the dog, and they're like, no, not the American. We need him.
Right.
Because he successfully either time traveled or space jumped, and they're trying to figure out why.
Yeah. You think time traveled?
So that's a theory I heard.
Yeah, I saw that circling around. I wasn't sure how that would work.
The theory I heard was the Upside Down is not the ethereal plane or whatever. It's not. It's not. It's literally the future. Okay. And this alien race has come and taken over and polluted the atmosphere with their nonsense.
Right.
Or humans have evolved into them or something like that. And so going into the Upside Down is not a reflection of the Earth. Right. It is the Earth in 2,000 years or something.
Sure.
Maybe after the Cold War ends in a nuclear holocaust.
Wow. Okay. So that could be the end of the series.
Right.
Interesting.
And so Hopper going through, he's actually the Hopper we see in the trailers has always been around. He's just been a slave to the Russians this whole time.
Yeah. Because
he's time traveled from before. So this is not the same Hopper. This is a Hopper that explodes in season 3, time travels to before season 1, is a slave to the Russians, is the reason they start looking into the Upside Down, etc., etc., etc. And then he's going to reunite with the kids in season 4, supposedly.
That, or the whole thing is a little bit of a pump fake.
Okay.
And it is in the past, but Hopper's just dead.
Okay.
And this is going, because we don't know his backstory. We know he was in Vietnam.
Hopper? Yeah.
Yeah, we know, he's a veteran of some sort. I think it's not unreasonable that what we're seeing from the season 4 footage could be just actually a previous era of his life.
Yeah, that definitely could be.
I think they could try and fool you with that. I think that's possible.
I would be sad because I love Hopper.
I would be sad too. Great character.
There's so many good characters. Yeah. Steve Harrington is one of my favorites of all time.
So good.
Just his art.
So good.
I love it.
And dude, I loved Billy.
Yeah,
I loved Billy. He was great.
the redhead that like got
Max's older brother.
Yeah.
He kind of was the proxy in season 3 of the Mind Flayer, or like the Mind Flayer's like physical manifestation, which I loved, dude. The like melting people. That was so. It was very like 80s. Just ridiculous like body horror. That's great.
One of my favorite scenes in any TV show is. There's so many good characters, but what's the name of Will's older brother?
Shoot. Oh.
The one who's like dating Nancy now.
Yeah, dang it, man.
Byers. They call him. That's probably they call him by their last name for half the show. So.
Will Byers. Man, it's not like Mike or anything, is it?
No, Mike's
one of the kids.
Will Byers.
Stranger Things. Anyway, what does he do?
So it's the scene.
Will Byers.
Yeah, the name.
What is it? Oh yeah, Mike is Finn, that one actor. Jonathan. Okay. I would not have remembered that.
So, Jonathan and Nancy are at Nancy's house, and they've got it locked down because they know the Dimmadog's gonna attack.
Yes.
And right before he attacks, Steve Harrington shows up with like flowers, like trying to apologize.
Yeah.
And he sees her hand cut because they had to summon him with blood. And he's like, "What's going on? Is Jonathan hurting?" And he barges in and then just sees the elaborate trap they've made.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What?" And they're like, "You have to go. You have to go. You have to go." He's like, "I'm not gonna go." And then the lights flicker, and they're like, "Uh-oh!" And then the guy shows up. It's just such like a cool guy is way in over his head.
And just like the tension they built through the first season was expertly done.
I gotta watch it again.
I do too. I need to rewatch through. Do you want to like? Don't tell Netflix if they're listening. Do you want to split a Netflix account?
It might be worth it. Yeah, we'll have to.
I would be willing to do that.
I'll let you know.
Like I will. Okay, I will start watching. I will start rewatching it tonight.
Yeah,
if I do that.
It's so good.
I will probably just start that.
It's so good.
And then if you want to share it with me, you just let me know.
Oh, sure, yeah.
What's your favorite season?
Oh, okay. You'll have to remind me plot points.
Sure. So season 1 is the Demogorgon. That's like the main guy.
Yeah.
Big, tall, freaky dude.
Just one of them.
Yeah, just one of them. Will Byers disappears. They think he's dead. They supposedly find his body.
Yeah, Mom sees monsters through the wall. And
Yeah. They're communicating through the alphabet on the wall. Christmas lights. Such a cool set piece. That ends with And then, they meet 11 in the woods because she's
Mhm.
escaped. She kind of like sort of kills the Demogorgon or sends it back
Mhm.
to the Upside Down, something like that. And that's pretty much season 1.
Mhm.
Season 2, they're a little bit older. That's the one where we know Will's kind of like, Will has started to just have visions mostly of the Upside Down. He's kind of like connected to it in some sort of way. Because he's having these like weird spells where he will see the Mind Flayer, and it's just this huge thing.
Right.
And then it like possesses him towards the end. They have to kind of like exorcise it out of him almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does the Morse code.
There are there are
that's a good scene.
the Demodogs as well, the smaller dudes. Season 2 is pretty complex. Byers' mom, Sean Astin's character Bob, is the is her kind of boyfriend in that.
Yeah,
he meets a tragic end.
Another great line from that is they have to program the computer at the end, and he's like talking to Hopper, and Hopper's like, "How do I do it?" He's like, "Oh, it runs on BASIC," and he's like, "Teach me BASIC." He's like, "Should I teach you French while I'm at it?" and then so that's how he dies. Is he has to go program the computer to open the doors.
Yeah.
Four Eyes eats it.
Does it work for him? Does he do it?
Yeah, he gets it done.
Okay,
but then,
but
as he's walking to the lobby, the dog just
they
eats
just
his
tore
face
him up.
off.
Yeah.
Which
So that's
paves the
season
way
2.
for Hopper and Mom.
Yeah.
Which happens in season
3. So that's season 2. Season 3 is... Oh, in season 2, also, there's that side arc where Eleven realizes there are other kind
of... Is that season 2?
Super-powered individuals that are out there from the same facility.
Yeah.
She meets her mom, too. There's a lot that happens in season 2.
Does she meet them in season 2 or does she meet them in season
so.
3? Okay.
I think so. She might meet her
mom.
mom
There was really
3.
bad reception from that episode.
Yeah, people didn't like that. I thought it was cool. It just felt a little out of place.
Yeah.
But
do you think they'll do anything with that?
I believe that they will make it circle back. Season 3 is... wait, hang on. How does season 2 end?
Season 2 ends with... Is that the... So season 2 is not Max. True or false? I'm throwing too many negatives.
Max?
Does season 3 have Max and her brother?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
He's introduced in this.
Is he possessed?
Not yet. That's season 3. Season 2 ends with they are at the dance, and
he gets the hair gel.
Yeah,
and they dance, and nobody wants to dance with him still.
Yeah, that was so sad.
Yeah, I liked his hair.
Yeah, he looked great.
Especially for that time.
Oh, that made me sad. But then Nancy dances with him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But then like I remember all of them kind of like by the cliffhanger at the end. The cliffhanger is that the Mind Flayer's still trying to get in. Seems to have lost the connection with Will, but is still trying to get in.
Right.
And that's why Billy in season 3 becomes the proxy.
Okay, right. So then season 3 is Billy possessed.
Possessed, Russians come into the equation.
Yeah, at the mall.
Right, because they're like communicating through something.
Yeah,
what's happening there? I don't remember what it is.
I just remember it's in the mall. It's under the mall.
Right.
And the kids figure out that the Russians are there. And
they're like there at the mall, aren't they? They're like loading in something. I don't know.
And they're there. I don't think we know why. I think the theory is just Hawkins is a hot spot for whatever connection there is.
Sure. And then the Mind Flayer has Billy and is capturing people to make a body monster.
Yeah.
And I never thought they would go that crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad they did.
Yeah. Is that the thing that chases them through the forest?
Yeah.
The big thing?
Yeah.
That was creepy.
Yes, there's that cabin that attacks them, and then it attacks them at the mall.
Another amazing scene is Dustin and his girlfriend from camp doing a never-ending story over the... That was so good.
I forget
why they had to do that. Was that just like a... Wasn't that like important?
It was like a distraction or something, maybe.
Yeah.
But they're like actively being chased. By this giant horror.
A never-ending story.
So you ever seen that?
Yeah. I didn't really like it.
I like it.
It gave me Harley Quinn vibes.
It is frightening.
That's another data point for you. When the horse is stuck in this...
It is deeply disturbing. Truly. I think I would watch that now and it would freak me out.
Did you ever see the Flash Gordon movie?
Yeah.
They gave me the same vibe. Flash.
No, I don't think I saw the movie. I've seen Flash Gordon episodes, but not the
feature length.
No.
with live action.
Shows live action as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so excited, man. Anyway, that's the recap. You got a favorite season?
1 or 3.
Same.
2 is really good, but
2, they're all great.
Right, yeah.
They're all great. 2 feels more intermediate.
yeah,
Feels
yeah.
like a going between.
And now I can't wait to just because it's like monster horror and then Russian stuff.
Yeah.
Is the difference.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to see where they go. I can't wait to see the kids get more involved.
Yeah,
I can't wait to figure out
this-
why Hawkins.
Right. I know they're gonna make it work,
Mhm.
and I'm interested to see.
I can't wait to see 11 get like stronger and like understand her power more.
Yeah.
I can't wait to figure out what happened with
Also,
Hopper.
that was such a cool moment from season 3. Also, when she comes, so season 4 is gonna start with her not having her powers.
Interesting. I forgot about
I
that. Yeah, that's in the
forget-
trailer. That's
I
in the trailer.
forget how. Why does that happen?
She hasn't used them in a while, I
Okay.
believe, and it's just like gone.
Okay.
We also don't know how that connects to the Upside Down, right? We just know that some kids have powers. We
Right.
don't know why.
Right.
Dude,
Cool.
so much. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's so
It's
good.
gonna be great.
Also, this Vecna character with like the long, like
Mhm.
tendrils.
Yes.
Weird stuff.
The real question is,
very humanoid
how many
looking.
years between season 4 and 5 are they gonna make us wait?
Yeah, I'll wait.
We'll be out of college.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would bet.
That's
Cool.
crazy.
I've got a This is I tried to find things for misguidance counselors. I just screenshotted this meme that I really
Okay,
like.
good.
Do you wanna read it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in kind of the format of these kind of like alpha male business boy
Okay, good.
inspirational
Like
posts.
Sigma grind
Yeah,
set.
kind of that sort of thing. So just go ahead and read this for me and give me your thoughts.
Out loud.
Sure.
Why I hit animals with my car. To collect insurance money. I save thousands of dollars a year on food. I eat the animals I hit. They do not contribute to society. I like doing it. I can take a picture of the dead animal and turn it into an NFT. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Those are definitely all things that can't read on the radio.
You think so?
I don't think so. The NFT comment kind of pushes the envelope
Yeah,
pretty hard. I like that one a lot.
What do you think? So NFT is just an image people are trying to use as currency?
Yeah, it's false capital. Predicted by Karl Marx. True story.
So it's like Bitcoin, but it's a picture? Is it crypto?
It's even less than Bitcoin because I think I talked about this earlier.
Mhm.
I have a very shaky understanding of this, and I hate that we're talking about it now, but I
Mhm.
do want to explain it because it helps me understand it better.
Yeah.
And I hope it's just a phase.
Okay.
I so hope it's just a phase. As I understand it, the technology and like the, I guess, infrastructure you could say for NFTs being possible was basically developed to legitimize the buying and selling of digital art.
So what makes an NFT?
So basically securing and encrypting an image in the blockchain in order for it to be like genuinely bought by somebody,
Okay.
you know? And then people just took that concept and perverted it to oblivion to where you can have a picture of a monkey
Yeah.
and buy it for so many dollars.
So. And the memes and the jokes about just screenshotting NFTs. What's up with that?
You can do it. Like, you're
Okay,
not going to be
cool.
able to not screenshot an
Right,
NFT.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
funny thing about it.
Yeah.
Is that you can have this same image.
It's like if you posted your
In
Bitcoin number combination everywhere.
Yeah, kind of. But, like, you can have this same image in probably comparable, like, pixel quality
Yeah.
for completely free. It's ridiculous. It's absurd.
It's like when my dad explained
the fact that it
Bitcoin-
doesn't make sense doesn't mean
Mhm.
you don't understand it. It's just that
Right, it doesn't.
it's foolish.
When my dad explained Bitcoin to me, he was like, so it works. He's like, this is what it's like. It's like if I had a playing card and I said, TJ, this playing card is worth $1,000. Buy it from me. And there's nothing to make it worth $1,000 other than that I said it does.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, so Bitcoin, I feel like has sort of transcended that because the market has accepted it.
Right. Cryptocurrencies, at least those that are like fairly legitimately run, not just like these pump and dump things where people are like just stealing from you.
Right.
Have some sort of legitimacy because it's trying to create, or the initial motive was to create like a decentralized economy, basically, not one that's relying on banks
or countries.
I guess, because it would be like an international standard, I think.
Yeah.
So it sort of works.
Right.
But it's still like a pretty volatile thing.
Yeah, because they could crash and game over.
And they do all the time. Because you can manipulate it pretty easily too, especially if you like start your own cryptocurrency.
Right.
That's the whole thing with like pumping and dumping. Is you can like if you're someone like I hate that we're back on Elon Musk, but I think he did this. He was like, buy whatever Dogecoin. Yeah. And then it blew up, and then I think they like dumped it or something, and just everyone lost that money.
Yeah.
So you can easily you can manipulate it pretty shrewdly, which sucks.
And now there's NFTs, which
I
would never buy one. Like crypto, I would maybe.
It does make me think, how is it richness that takes you to that place mentally, or is it just you're already kind of lacking basic common sense and you happen to have a lot of money? I like to think it's the latter, because if I were to become very affluent, I like to think I'd retain my general sense of wisdom.
I think it's probably people are like, well, I want to the addiction to the get rich quick scheme.
Yeah.
And then viewing it and saying, oh, well, a Bitcoin isn't actually anything. It's just a number. But an NFT is a cool picture that I own.
Yeah.
So that's why it's better than crypto, is because there's some value to it.
Yeah, I have this cool monkey now.
Yeah, right.
And my children cannot go to college. However, I do have this cool monkey.
Right.
Until I sell it to 10 other people, and then I get them to make sure all their 10 friends buy NFTs as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. You want to do our daily deep dive?
Yeah.
Probably end us out.
Woo.
Did you get the ones I sent you?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, it's Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
It's going to have Rick and Morty cameo?
Not cameo, but references.
Okay.
Allusions.
Weird.
Maybe Starler will say something about the Szechuan sauce or something. I hope not, but that's what Chris says.
I will throw myself out of a high building. Here's our daily deep dive. Number 1. What gives you goosebumps?
So I was thinking about this.
Admittedly, this is super general. Like, there's a wealth of things you could say, and I have a wealth of things I will say.
So I'll say it, then I'll give examples.
Sure.
When somebody is not where you expect. So here's the example.
Sure.
The one I think of immediately that we saw together was the opening of Batman.
I was just watching that this afternoon.
Yeah. When you're like, okay, here's, they're setting the scene, whatever, and then you just see Riddler standing behind him.
Yeah.
It's when it's done in a way that it's not shot for the person hiding to be the main protagonist.
Right.
Like, there was one detective show I watched called Hinterland with my uncle, and it's not super popular or anything, but it was very episode bad guy of the week thing until the last season where everything started coming together.
Sure.
And one of the episodes, they saved the day, they figured out who the killer was, and then the guy was just going back to his apartment or whatever, like he always does.
Right.
But then he saw something that it was like a clue to something from a previous episode, and already my brain was like, they don't do this. Like, why is he referencing a previous episode? Yeah. And then he goes and follows this ditch in this back alley, and you see him bending down, look at this clue, he picks it up. It's just he's centered in the frame, and then in the back you just see spoilers, whatever, nobody cares. This guy whose wife the detective slept with from 4 episodes ago, move into the out of the shadows with a shovel, and he just whams him on the head. And I was jump out of my seat, just why is he here? Just when they do that, when you feel like you've noticed something. Another great one. When the kid's in the library reading the book, and you don't notice it the first time you watch it, but the second time you watch it, the old lady is staring into the camera from behind it. It's just terrifying. Yeah, every time.
Cool, that's a good one. Do you have a music answer too? Because I feel like my 2 ones were basically a movie scene or basically music.
Mm-hmm.
Usually an intertwining of the two.
So goosebumps I get from music aren't scary. It's like
No.
yeah, awesome. Yeah.
I very, very rarely think of goosebumps as scary.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
that's not. I get a tingle on my spine.
Yeah.
That's spine tingling is scary to me. Goosebumps is like, whoa.
So from music, what I get is, and I didn't really realize this is what it was until SK and I were driving home from West Virginia yesterday. She pointed out the recurring theme she saw in the music that I really got antsy about. Is when there's like a really like chill, like, you know, like a very laid back verse, and then the chorus just like ramps up, and it's like,
Yeah.
I feel like I call it like my supervillain songs.
Okay.
Like there's one by Michael Bublé, "Feeling Good." You know that?
It's not by Michael Bublé.
Oh, okay. Well, he sang it. It's his
TJ?
version. I'm sorry,
Dude!
but you know what? You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude!
he's just so cool. 'Cause I'm feeling good. Bow, bow, now. You know
Nina Simone
who?
is rolling over in her grave.
Who's that?
Really?
Don't know her.
Oh, TJ. We're gonna watch her play it after
Okay,
this.
awesome.
It's so much better.
Yeah,
Michael Bublé is evil.
you think so?
He is.
Because he's famous and steals songs.
Well, he is just the newest version. Like, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's great at what he does, but he is just the newest version of Elvis or whoever
Okay.
who just steals basically songs from
yeah.
like black jazz or rock performers
Okay.
and makes them his own.
Right.
And they're usually just
Worse.
kind of bland.
Yeah.
He does it great. It's a really cool arrangement,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm glad people know the song.
Right.
But you've gotta.
No, the artist.
Oh, it's so she's
we'll,
so.
we'll,
good.
we'll listen to her.
We will.
I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I get that one.
Mhm.
I was trying to figure out what it was for me for music, and I think it's just like, it's not just, but when there are a lot of like moving parts
Mhm.
is a good element for just giving me shivers. But moving parts when they're working together and creating some sort of chord movement that's really beautiful.
Okay.
I don't know why I say moving parts, but that's the thread that I can trace through these different things. The Interstellar soundtrack.
Okay.
You've seen that, right?
Yeah, I forget exactly how it goes, except for the one. Like,
We'll have to listen to that too,
Yeah.
because wow, so much moving organ, but also these woodwinds doing this little kind of intricate pattern against that too, and it's the most heart-wrenching just progression of chord structure that but it like builds on itself, like it just keeps on going and going and going, and it doesn't have to be a volume thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a movement from this chordal idea to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, and it feels like it's just rising and rising and rising. And when you can do that with some kind of intricate, like little puzzle pieces, it feels like you're listening to this crazy just machine of music.
Oh, what about the Encanto? Don't talk about Bruno. How it has all the individual songs
I
and
have
it puts them
not
all together.
Watch that movie.
I haven't watched it. Have you heard of the song?
Okay. No.
So it's you need story to understand.
Sure.
Basically, the girl shows up and she's like, I need to talk to Bruno. They all have superpowers. Bruno's superpowers like tell him the future.
Yeah.
And so one by one, every member of the family is like, we don't talk about Bruno because he
Yeah.
gave me this prophecy I didn't like. And there's one girl who likes the prophecy. But anyways, so it goes like 3 or 4 family members like give their story of Bruno, and then because it's a musical and everything's moved in the plot, the son is like, Abuelita, your boyfriend's here, and like the guy comes over for dinner, and they're like, all right, set the table. And so they're setting the table, and while they're setting the table, they're all singing the verse that they had telling her, and it all fits together. And you realize, listen to it there, that everything was leaving space for the other moving lines, and it's all
maybe that's kind of what gets me about it. That's a good example
Yeah.
to understand what I'm saying. But I think it is more. It's always more melodic content itself that gets me.
Yeah.
Like where the tune is moving.
Okay.
That like tugs at my little heartstrings.
Here's another example. It's a different take on it. What I love, one of my favorite kinds of jazz is New Orleans.
Sure.
And they do I don't know how familiar you are, but they do group improv. So
Okay.
3 or 4 people are improvising at the same time.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah.
following the
Oh,
same
yeah,
chords.
sure.
And
Sure.
if you
And
know
you've
the
got,
players
like,
well enough, you can
you've
play
got
off
a
each other.
sax or a clarinet,
Yeah,
and it's like all
yeah.
those horns and woods, just all
And they're all going
ripping it
for it,
up
yeah.
at once. Yeah.
And you're like,
I love that
yeah.
too.
And since they're all following the same chords, it still sounds purposeful
Yeah,
and
right.
with intent.
Oh, that's great too.
Yeah.
No, that's a good example of what I was saying. The music thing I can't pin down as much.
Yeah.
There's like Goosebumps with movies is always paired with music though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Like Darth Maul with the Hurrah!
Sure.
Or like we were talking about a never-ending story in a.
You ever seen the movie Big Fish?
I don't think so.
You know, I'm gonna have you watch these scenes afterwards too. And it is a context thing, but I can watch these scenes isolated and still get that feeling.
Yeah, me too. There's
There's this amazing scene that's, you know, all these mostly practical effects too, because it's this slightly older movie. It's like early 2000s, but you know, we've leaps and bounds since then.
Yeah.
There's this moment where Big Fish is the story of a son and his dad. His dad is slowly dying. He's much more older, but the main story of it is basically his dad going back through the pretty tall tales of his version of the events of his life. And so Ewan McGregor actually plays in Obi-Wan Kenobi, plays
the dad of the son,
the younger version of the dad as he goes through it. But there's this scene where he sees his wife for the first time, the woman who will be his wife. He's at the circus, and you don't really know it's coming, but you see this girl. Everyone's leaving the circus after the show. You see this girl as she's going out, and his narration begins. You know, talking about when you meet the love of your life, you know, everyone says that time stops, and literally everyone in the circus just stops moving. And she's faced toward him, and there's just this, and the soundtrack is incredible, and he's moving through the circus, through all these like hula hoops and stuff, and there's this bucket of popcorn that's like, and he's like thrusting it aside to get to her. So
that's cool.
Yeah, that's just one of my favorite scenes in a movie ever. So many, and not to jump back to Interstellar, but so many moments from that, the music just, I
love the memes from that too.
It gets me, dude.
I was showing you one
memes.
So it plays the Interstellar music with something that's
those are funny.
Beyond human.
Those are funny.
So the girl who's like vacuuming and takes the extension off. And it's just like jump bum 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 bum.
Oh man, yeah, those are great.
Have you heard Cody Fry's stuff?
Have I heard what?
Cody Fry, his music.
Who was telling me about Cody Fry? Maybe, I don't know.
So it's not Christian music, but he's a Christian, and sometimes faith makes it way.
Sure.
But he is very orchestral in his composition. He does this one song called Flying and another song called Underground, and the climax of both of them gives the same vibe to me as Interstellar music. It's just like the epicness.
Cool, yeah.
Do you remember the early Infinity War trailers?
Probably.
Those ones, the music from those, I thought was really good.
Yeah.
Like the line, it was like, da ba 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 da ba ba. We'll have to watch that afterwards too.
Okay.
But,
yeah.
It's like, you know, you're watching the Avengers, and this is the first time you've seen them in a while, and like you see like the spear go on Vision's head, and it's just like, we'll definitely watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one really, I remember like in gym class, like we snuck aside to like watch it on my phone, and we were just freaking out.
Yeah. A lot of Star Wars stuff will just get me too.
Right.
For music.
Wait, do we have a call?
Do we? Looks like it. Let me try.
Yeah.
Here we go. I bet it's gonna be someone telling us to stop talking about.
Please stop talking about music, you dorks.
Howdy, you're in Premium Parmesan. What do you have to say? Uh-oh.
I can hear that. That's the Riddler.
Oh no. What's going on? All right, lay it on me, mystery man. What?
I can hear it. He hung up.
I'm hearing a. So I got an evil laugh, and then I got, oh boy, do I have a good one for you.
Okay.
And then the line goes, okay, it's going again. Hang on. Hello? All right. All right. Ah. I do know the one. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. We'll go ahead and share that factoid. Thank you, dear listener. Okay, goodbye.
I heard Hans Zimmer.
Yeah. So here's a fun fact about Hans Zimmer. Once upon a time, there was a band, and they were called the Buggles. And Hans Zimmer was in this band.
Okay.
And he played in it.
What instrument?
The synthesizers.
Oh.
And they did a song, and it was called TV Killed the Radio Star. And it was the first song to ever...
Was it their song?
Yep.
Really?
And that was the
we
first
played that
song.
Marching Band.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's Hans Zimmer on the keyboards in this goofy 80s band, which was the first song and music video that was ever shown on MTV.
Really?
Yep.
That's hilariously on point for the purpose of that song.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Deeply ironic. Very funny. Slapper of a song.
Yeah, it is good.
And Hans Zimmer is inside of it, which I love.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
SK and I were talking about him on our trip. We were talking about John Williams.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, composers, you know Hans Zimmer for all his movies nowadays, but
Yeah.
John Williams had a lot of stuff from a few decades ago. Yeah, he's great. He's great.
He is great.
And he does a great job of capturing an emotion in his music. We've
He
definitely
does.
talked about this on
Well,
air,
that's why I brought up those scenes from that movie for Goosebumps for both music and visual element. Is he knows how to, like he's a very romantically driven.
Yeah, there's like not really a melody. It's just a feeling.
Yeah, and it's soundscapes too, and I think part of that comes from being around synthesizers. Like you literally understand the shape of sounds.
Right.
Like a lot of these synthesizers will have, like it'll show you the wave.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So like you can literally understand the shape of the oscillations that your keyboard is making. He's got such an ear for how do I not only make the chordal structure of this soundtrack reflect what's happening on screen, but literally the sounds, like the sounds that I've chosen to use. You know, which every composer would hope to do, but he's on such a different level of that, man. Do you want to do this last one real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
Jumpy.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have another call?
Yeah.
Oh, we do. Hang on.
I'll take it. Okay.
Howdy. Okay, hit me with it. Okay, I bet I can answer both of them. Yeah. And it better be what? Okay, yeah, definitely. Can you say the first one more time? Oh, okay. Yes, I understand now. Okay, thank you. Goodbye, dear listener. Okay, we got a question and a joke request, which I will fulfill.
Okay,
I've done it, I think, 3 times previously on this show, but I will do it again. If I feel like I hope this is a no-brainer. It is for me, and if you're offended by it,
here we go. I'm ready.
I hope you're okay. I hope you get better. So your mother and your co-hosts, respectively, are both having the worst day of their lives.
Okay.
Who do you, if you have to choose one, who do you divert the energy of yourself to make the day better for?
It's gotta be Mother. Yeah,
easily.
Yeah. And that's like no offense to you or no offense to me.
No,
it's just, that's just the hierarchy of roles.
I don't not care about you, but you are.
I'm not your mom.
You did not give birth to me.
Right.
It is not even a question.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But if we were on the same page, then we're good.
Let's go.
Second one is a joke request. You ready for it?
It's like a joke you told before that I just really like. Awesome. Yeah. I'm ready.
Knock knock.
Oh, I know this one. Who's there?
Daisy.
Daisy who?
Daisy Hang on.
Do we have to start over?
We do, because you have to pull up the laugh track.
Oh, you're right. You're so right.
Yeah.
I'm ready. In 2 seconds.
All right.
I'm
I got like
ready.
I got 66.6% through the punchline, and I had to start over.
Here we go.
All right, knock knock.
Who's there?
Daisy.
Daisy who?
All right. Daisy me rolling. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's really great.
I can't stop them. They liked it so much.
They really love this one. Imagine if telling that joke in real life got that reaction. That'd be so good. I'm getting a standing ovation. Woo! Thanks, guys. Thanks. That's really sweet, y'all. I appreciate that. That was great. That was a whole laugh track.
30
man.
seconds of it. That's good.
Oh man. Thanks, guys. That was a real good one. Okay, here's our last daily deep dive in the last 3 minutes. What is one uncommon word you would use to describe yourself?
I would do jumpy.
Okay.
I feel like conversations with me is like verbal bouncy ball.
Okay.
You know.
I feel like it's verbal dodgeball.
Okay. Just, how do I avoid every word this man is saying? But yeah.
Oh, man.
I just feel like I've got like a rubbery persona. I'm just like bouncing around.
Yeah. I
What
think
about
that's accurate. Mine. So I kind of like I went a little deep on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of went funny. So, but I feel like that's in character.
Right. Because it's bouncy.
Yeah. I said disarming.
Okay.
For my uncommon
Like Expelliarmus.
word. Sorta.
Oh.
I at least have been told before that I have the quality of being able to basically diffuse situations.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that is kind of an uncommon way of describing that.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's an important thing now. We were reading 2 Timothy, and he was talking about, Paul was talking about how to have a conversation and not, like a disagreement with someone and not attack them, and why it's so crucial to not attack them in conversation.
Right.
But yeah, that's important to have,
Yeah, cool. That's about all I have. We still got 2 minutes left.
1 year down. Any favorite premium Parmesan memories?
Oh man, there's some good ones. We've gotten some funny calls. There was that stint in the middle of our semester where we just got calls, felt like nonstop.
Yeah, that was.
And
good.
that one episode in particular where it was just insane.
Right. That was awesome.
Which felt great because like people cared and they were listening. But yeah, some really funny call-ins. We always appreciate those from you guys. Yeah, having people in the studio with us was really fun.
Yeah, Mr. Milk.
Yeah.
Or what was it?
Mr. Milk. Or yeah, he had some other thing. I don't know. That was fun. Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, gosh, I loved the calls were great. I loved going in the little radio room. That wasn't on air, but there's like the terrifying CD room.
There's the
next
CD library back there, and it is dark, and it is the worst place you've ever been.
I loved me thinking that was a window.
That was good. That was a really funny moment. Yeah, it's been fun to do together.
It was a great experience too.
I like to joke with you,
and now we get to tell our kids we're radio stars.
It's true.
Yeah.
I am. That's kind of like why I've recorded this stuff.
Yeah.
To be honest,
that's a good reason too.
Yeah.
Show your kids down the line.
Yep. Man, my dad was a loser. I always knew he was.
Right.
All right. Well, that's
he
the
is kind of disarming.
That's the 9:30 mark, everybody. This has been fun. It's been a blast, and
rock and roll.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on Instagram for news about next semester.
Sure.
Stuff like that.
Goodbye for now. Yeah. Any parting shots? Mouth noises. Yeah. All right.
Rock and roll.
Thanks, guys. Bye.